Good morning guys, I'm J0k and today I want to talk to you about the deck that I used to climb to God rank in Season 10, Yellow Archers. The list I'm running is focusing on having ranged creatures to do efficient trades and hit your opponent's face to trigger things like Zealous Crusader and Khalim's Prayer. We also got a bunch of removal with Soul Drain, Last Nightmare, Wind Soldier, and tons of mobility with Flash Wind and Orb Fanatics. The deck also plays around with event synergies with the Charger and the Archer, and if you are not able to finish your opponent with the Chargers, you will hopefully be able to at least get a big Zealous Crusader down as a finisher. The deck is relatively cheap, it only has 1 legendary and 3 epics. When I mulligan with this deck, I usually try to find Khalim Sky Prodigy and one of the Archers. I only keep Khalim's Prayer in my starting hand if I also have an Archer. Let's check out some games. Alright, our first opponent is Lou. Lou is one of the highest ranked players in this game. We have a nice starting hand with Prayer and Sagittarius. Definitely gonna reroll the Crusader here. Picking up an Archer. That's nice. So I always want to build this desert in the front basically. I needed to put down my ranged creatures to hit my opponent's orb. And then I usually build away from my opponent so that I can hit my opponent's creatures with ranged from across the board, while still having them safe. And now I probably want to put the Archer on the left side in case he has a Cypher's Route, since he does play the mountain. Because I really want to be able to proc my Khalim's Prayer next turn. Let's see. If he's playing this mid-red, we'll be in some trouble maybe, because our hand is not... Well, our hand is pretty good, but we don't have any creature to put up a fight with if you drop something like Ground Shaker or so. Looks like he's not gonna, or I don't know, he's considering building towards the middle again? No. Yes. Oh, blue. Alright. Let's first see what we draw from the prey before we play any lands. We might pick up a Fanatic or so. Or a Flash Wind. That's also perfect. So I think Fanatic would have been even better, because then we would have established another creature on the board. But yeah, this is great. We get to clear his Axe Grinder. Get to collect, and this way we also protect our creature now from Prophet of Tides or so. Okay, so he wants to block, so we can't hit face. Cypher's Breath takes out our Archer. Oh! Ah, this might be Modnic's blue-red burn, but I don't think he has Axe Grinders in that. That doesn't make any sense. Could also be an enchantment deck. Okay, so I definitely want a Nightmare here to hit face. It's important that we hit face to make our Crusaders grow. Right now it's a 4-4, and if we attack again it will be a 5-5. And I put the desert here on the left side so that if he spawns a creature on any of the colored lands that he has at the moment, I can just attack it. And that's 4 Faeria. I mean, we'll probably just need to draw cards now, try to find something like a Crusader or a Charger or Khalim. We don't really need to establish, because we have like no hand. We need to keep drawing answers to whatever he's playing. Okay, so he puts down an Axe Grinder. Soul Drain. Wind soldier. I gotta remember to attack face. So even if he plays a Prophet of Tides now and kill our Saggy, we can at least clear the X grinder with the soul drain, so that's good. But it would of course be even better if he just didn't have the Prophet of Tides. He probably runs Derelict Towers, since he has Lord of Terror. I mean, it might feel like we're in a great spot. We got a lot of Faeria, we got almost the same amount of cards, but truth is we kind of need to stay on top of it, I feel, to be able to take the game in the end. If he just clears the board and we keep drawing our small creatures, I mean, we can't kill him with dealing 1 damage per turn. What are you doing, Lou? Wants to step in to maybe start double harvesting. Oh, there is the Prophet of Tides. Wait a second, he can't. Oh, he has another one. Alright. Okay. Should first draw a card. Archer. Actually, we can clear the board here and drop our archer. And our opponent is on 0 fairy, only has 1 card. We also got 1 card, but it's a prayer, and we'll most likely be able to hit his face next turn, so this is really nice. We really need to find a bigger threat. Sturdy shell. If we don't deal with that, that's going to be able to harvest a lot. Okay, do I want to play Outland Ranger? No. I want to start by drawing a card. Khalim, that's perfect. We can set it up to harvest next turn. Actually, do I want to reveal? Yeah. Yeah, in case he plays... What could he play? It's gonna be on 3, 4. He could have 6, 7. I think this makes more sense. So the Outland Ranger can move down to attack if he plays something like a Ground Shaker. But my both my archers can also, it's like defending that spot. I could drop another Lord of Terror. Yeah. Okay, we need to draw something. Some events. Right now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, a Soul Drain would have been so nice. Can we do something with this Fanatic? 3, 4, 5, 6. No. We only have 1 last nightmare left in the deck. I think we just have to hit it and take a lot of damage. Well, we need to do it before he has a chance to enchant it or start doing some wombo combos with his own spells. So do I campfire my archer or Khalim? Yeah, if I campfire my archer, it's gonna be safe from Cypher's Rafts. And then I just put down a charger on the board. Do I want to play the fanatic? Do I move down my ranger? Yeah. No, why did I do that? That didn't make any sense. Because if I was thinking maybe I want to step onto his mountain, make a land and then move it up with fanatic. But if I make lands, I probably want to set up the lands for my charger. So now I'm missing out on this one Faeria. We're not really starving for Faeria though, but still. Another outland ranger, that's good. Come on, give us a soul drain maybe? Or do we... No, let's just play lands. We have enough. So I'm not gonna buff the archer again because I'm gonna just trade the archer in. I think here it makes most sense to buff the charger. If I buff charger, I can kill the taunt with my one archer. Yeah, and I clear the ground shaker with my three damage creatures. And we just go face. Do I need to move something with my fanatic? No. I should block his mountain with it, I think. Does that makes the most sense? Yeah. Yeah, that way I cannot play another taunt, or like in that spot at least. Yeah, I think that's the play. I don't think there is much that he can find now to come back. Alright, GG. Much stronger opponent. Alright, that's true. Alright, our next opponent is Godrix. Good luck, have fun. Archer is good, we're second. When you're second, fanatic can be pretty good because you can explore and move your archer around to deal 2 damage to an opponent. But I would prefer to find Khalim's Prayer or Khalim's Sky Prodigy, but as always I set up my desert in front of my orb, and I will play Explore here so I can start harvesting next turn. Our opponent is playing blue, which is feels uh-oh. I might set up double harvesting now, which would be a little bit annoying. No? Alright, so our opponent playing blue feels very good because he won't be able to play Cypher's Wrath or Soul Drain on my archer. So I already feel pretty good about this game. Probably want to play the charger next turn, depending on what happens, of course, and what I draw. I might just draw a card also instead of making lands this turn. Let's see. Ooh, another ranger. Could just double prairie and move up. Let's attack face. Was that a mistake? I play the charger for sure, but do I want to play campfire on my outland ranger? Let's see, he's gonna... no, I don't think I need to. Because if he plays Mirror Phantasm, for example, I can still just trade with the ranger, and that extra health will just have been wasted. I could install, this way I can make a really big archer, for example. And it's gonna be hard for him to deal with it since he doesn't have any ranged removal, most likely. And I'm fine with this trade here. If he just collects and trade. Okay. Fnatic would be great here. Sagittarius. Let's draw a card. Nightmare. At this point I will play the campfire, because if he plays Mirror Phantasm now I can just clear it with the Sagittarius afterwards. I would have to create lands though to move my archer, but that's I mean my charger, but that's fine. He has a lot of Faeria. Archon, that's gonna threaten my archer. And there's the Mirror Phantasm. That is it's fine. Another charger. So I have to make lands this turn. And I anyway want to play the last night, but I really want to take out the Archon to protect my archer. Next turn I could maybe also just take out the other Mirror Phantasm, depending on what happens. Unfortunately I won't be able to play my other charger. Do I want to campfire the Sagittarius? Oh, I already attacked with the Sagittarius. Ouch, another Archon. Okay, so prayer. Okay, I could clear the Archon, or I could just attack face. Let's attack face and draw, because I can still clear it with last nightmare, and yeah, I can clear the board actually if I campfire my Sagi, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth it right now to kill his 2/2. I would rather save my campfire for my next charger, I believe. If I nightmare the Archon and trade into the... Or actually I can set up for lethal next turn if I... Yeah, if I just leave the Archon, let my archer die, that's fine. I can flash wind up now also and deal a lot of damage. And then next turn I have my campfire to buff both my chargers. I think that's the better play. Alright. So an 8 Faeria. What can he do? He could play Radiance. Could play Prophet of Ties to take out one of my chargers. So we're gonna have 4, 8, 9, 11 damage with just a campfire if all our creatures survive. But he has, I mean, something has to die or we win, I think. If he plays Radiance and blocks 1, 2, 3, 4, he'll go up to 9 health. Okay, well, if he does this, he will probably not be able to kill our chargers. Gabriel Commander, okay. I think we win. Alright, GG. Right, victory. Almost level 100. Alright, Paperino, good luck, have fun. Paperino is another commonly high ranked player. Double Last Nightmare, don't want that. I like the Archer though. Fnatic and Last Nightmare, well, it's okay. Open desert in front as always. Ouch, Axe Grinder. So there's a big risk of Cypher's Ref hitting our Archer now. Do I want to play the Fnatic? Yeah, if he ciphers my Archer and then don't play the Fnatic now, the next turn is going to be so bad. I think it's better to play the Fnatic. Mono red, red green. What you got, Paperino? Please don't play red green. No. Alright, well, at least we don't get Cypher's Raft. That's very good. Every count hits. Now, no, drawing Khalim's play would have been so awesome. Well, Outland Ranger is not so bad. He most likely does not have a Cypher's Raft, so I can play greedy now. Because if he had it, he would have played the mountain there, I'm quite certain. And I don't want to play an Outland Ranger this turn, like on the left, because then if he would have a Flame Burst or Cypher's Wrath, he would not use it on the Fnatic. He would definitely use it on the Archer, but if he would draw a Cypher's now, he might be tempted to use it on the Fnatic to prevent double harvesting, because 1 damage to face isn't really dangerous. And honestly, I would much rather have my Fnatic die here than the Archer, because the Archer will help us with the Crusader, especially if he's playing red-green. We need to kind of end the game fast or get the super big Zealous Crusader. Another Archer. Do I wanna maybe play Outland Ranger now aggressively and just go? Yeah, I think in this matchup I'm really unfavored, and maybe Campfire the Archer takes it out of Cypher's range. Yeah, we put up some more pressure and then just drop the Archer. I mean, now we're playing into Garden like crazy. Firestorm or Garden is gonna be game over pretty much. But in this matchup I think I just need to take the risk. It's really hard for me to win this matchup, I believe. I can be really quick though. I have a good setup for early aggression. He can play Wood Elemental, but I have Last Nightmare. But I really want to play... I don't need double lands if he plays a Wood Elemental defensively, because I can step on his land. But it looks like... well, he has a lot of Faeria. You could still drop Elemental into Elemental. Okay, he's passing. I'm gonna get a lot of damage in here. Double Wind Soldier. This might even set up for... help us find the lethal. Let's just go face with everything we got. And pick up the Faeria. And next turn we're gonna have we'll be able to play Last Nightmare and double Wind Soldier. So if he plays Garden here, we don't win unless we pick up a third Wind Soldier. Ground Shaker into Ground Shaker. Into Cypher's Wrath. Derelict Tower. Okay, nice, GG. And we pull the Crusader, but we don't need you this time. Alright, GG. 11 Crusader. 1100. Alright, good luck, have fun, Snail. Snail is Hunter's Smurf account. Sometimes he plays really crazy decks. Okay, we got a Sagittarius, I like that. Don't like the Wind Soldier or the Nightmare. I prefer Sagi in my start hand over the Archer because of the extra health. Makes it survive easier against yellow and red. Alright, so Desert in front as always. Oh, so also playing yellow. So here I think we just drop the Sagittarius and play the Ranger to harvest next turn. Hopefully we'll draw, let's see, we'll be on 3, we can collect 4. Would be so nice if we pick up Khalim's Prayer into Khalim's Sky Prodigy. Oh, it's coming. Drops Khalim far back. Fanatic does not really help us, I don't think. We do have a Soul Drain and the Campfire. If we Campfire the Sagi and attack him, he can't clear the Sagi with the Flash Wind or so and still have Khalim survive. I think that's the play. Do we want to play Outland Ranger now, or is it better to play Fanatic and jump to his desert? Now let's play the Ranger. Although if we had jumped onto his desert, he wouldn't be able to escape with Khalim. That was maybe a misplay. Oh. Oh, Nightmare. Okay. Second Soul Drain? Nope. So, we could play Archer again and Campfire it. Or we just step down with it. I think we want to just step down instead. Yeah. And we can play Campfire next turn. Because I don't think he wants to give up his Khalim here to just take out this Archer. Unless he has a Soul Drain. A Fanatic and Soul Drain now would be... But, oh. Is he playing some Yellow Rush? Templar? It's fine. Can just... We'll just clear it and we can kill... Oh no, he's killing my Archer. Well, we can still... Or is he considering taking out the Ranger? Alright, he takes out the Ranger. Wind Soldier would be sweet. Okay, so we just do we draw first? Yeah. Alright, the charger. So basically, if you wanna draw at the end of your turn, you should always draw before that. Something I sometimes misplay. Alright, this feels good. He could play some haste creature now and prayer, but alright, soul drain. Farm boy. Don't see that very often. We'll get the... Okay, we can get an aggressive charger, and we can... I'll put it on the left side now, in case he has archers, and then I can put down my archer to defend the orb. Actually, maybe I should have put it in front of the orb, because now we could attack with 2 creatures, although this 1 damage doesn't really matter. Hopefully. I mean, it matters for prayer, but if he has a haste creature, he would have been able to trigger the prayer anyway. Maybe he's playing these, I don't even remember the name, the 7/3 that you can sack a creature to gain Faeria. Okay, we can clear, not the farm boy, but can get rid of this 3/3. Gain 2 extra damage to face also. Next turn we can play Khalim. And it looks like it's GG. Even if he gets prayer now, he goes up to 6. He could, I don't remember how many he used soul drains, but he could soul drain stuff, which would be a little bit annoying. So we'll have 3, so we just need an event and we have lethal. But we won't be able to draw, because we need the land. Oh, Doomsday. Didn't think of Doomsday. Well, now it's down to 5. Archer, I think I want to draw. Charger here is good, I think. Yeah. So next turn I'll be on 3, 4. I can +1 to play Khalim if necessary. Wind Soldier would be lethal. Oh, it's blocking. And another farm boy. Do I even want a +1 here? Maybe he's gonna play another Doomsday. Let's draw a card. What can we find? Soul Drain, then we can hit face for 4. Prayer. Let's just drop the archer then. So this way, even if he plays something and jumps up, we can nightmare it, and then we have lethal. Unless he soul drains the archer. Ouch. If you pull a Crusader, it's gonna be quite big as well. Fanatic. Let's draw. Nightmare. Let's draw again with prayer. Ranger, okay. I think we just put down Sky Prodigy in face. Even if we Doomsday now, it's gonna go down to 3 and then I can pray Ranger next turn for lethal. Prayer. Could last Nightmare, but we have still Outland Ranger to get lethal with the Charger. Monk. Oh, Radiance. Didn't think of that. 10. So we have 5 Faeria, 3 damage. We need to make a land so we can attack with the follower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So if we play 2 events, Outland Ranger is 3, 4. I need 1 more Faeria. We can harvest with the follower. Then we have 6. So yeah, we can play Outland Ranger and Campfire and Soul Drain. Yep, GG. Actually, I'm stupid. Campfire would have also just been enough by itself because it gives 1 damage. Whoopsie. Well, at least we still win. GG. Thank you. Good morning guys, I'm J0k and today I'm gonna be playing some more of my yellow archers. Alright, so our opponent is Mayhem. Good luck, have fun. Don't really like the starting hand at all. I think I'm just gonna throw everything away. Still no archer. Charger is good. Outland Ranger is okay. I don't think I care about the Faeria enough to make a sideways mountain here. Desert, I'm sorry. Faeria is usually not the problem this day. Alright, so we're playing against blue. That feels good. No. Ooh, and we pick up the Sagittarius. This is perfect. So we can play the Charger and the Sagittarius. And because of the lack of mountains, I'm not afraid of Flame Burst or Firebomb or Cypher's Wrath. But he could still play blue-red. It's pretty popular lately. He's coming towards us, I mean, as a failed experiment. Okay, so playing a 6 or 7 drop in our face. Oh, Wavecraft, this. We need to draw an event. That is the last thing we need right now. Greetings. 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have enough Faeria. We can't collect and attack with the Charger. I think here I just wanna step back and probably play the Outland Ranger to protect my Charger. Because then next turn we'll hopefully be able to clear this Wavecrafter together with the Outland Ranger. One good thing is that we'll get some extra Faeria. But so will he, of course. So it's gonna be on 6, we could go up to 7. 7 Warden, okay. That's very good for him. We need to pick up an event here. Alright, Sovereign, that is really good. Let's see what we can draw. Another Crusader. So we only have 2 Crusaders in the deck and we already pulled both of them. That's a little bit unfortunate, but I think we can clear the Warden and have our Charger survive. Yeah, so if we kill the Warden, yeah, and then we step back and we could play a Zealous. No, never mind, we don't have the desert. Oh, now we lost some Faeria also. Tail of the Old Turtle, okay. Let's hope he doesn't pull any 3-cost cards that he can play, or 2-cost cards that he can play for free. I think he's gonna take out the Sagittarius here because that way he'll kind of clear all our creatures. Although we don't have a Flash Wind or Fnatic. Okay, it takes out the Charger. So now we need to pull some movement trick. Okay, Flash Wind, that's really good. But still, do I make double neutrals? No. I don't think. I think I need to get my 3rd desert out, because this is also a good spot later for Wind Soldiers and so. And then we just play a Crusader. We need to play something. He's gonna be able to. He's only gonna be on 3 Faeria, but he has 3 reduced cost cards. Unless he was unlucky and pulled events. But I don't think so. Not only events, at least. He should have some creature, but hopefully it's something like a Dream Reaver or something that's still really far away. So if we can find another movement next turn and he doesn't block us, I mean, he will probably block us, so. But if he doesn't, we can prayer. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could prayer and Crusader. No. Alright, so he's removing the lands. Flash Wind. Okay, so we do get the option here to... Let's draw another prayer. Wow. We could clear any of those 2, but we cannot clear both. But I think I want to clear the Prophet. Okay, so Prophet and Archon were both reduced cost, by the way. So, and now if we play the Crusader, he cannot move his Archon away. So we will be able to take it out with the Sagittarius next turn. Unless, of course, he does some land movement or so again. But then we can still take it out with the Charger. I mean Crusader. Okay, another Prophet of Tides. Well, the Wind Soldier would be great here. Okay, we find the Fnatic. That's perfect. We can go trigger a prayer. And then... Come on, Wind Soldier. Soul Drain just as good. Perfect. So, alright, so it did look really rough in the beginning with its Wavecrafter in our face and us having to play double Crusaders as 3/3s. But right now it feels pretty good. He only has 1 reduced cost card left. If any. It could also be that he pulled a structure or an event. Okay, so he's playing a fourth leg, so it's probably gonna be something like a Dream Reaver or Aurora's Trick. Sagittarius, it's gonna be on 4 Faeria. I think here we can just go all in phase and yeah, play an aggressive archer, jump up and play the saggy. Then even if he pulls another Prophet of Tides, we're gonna be able to dish out a bunch of damage. Not super much or anything, but I mean, we have no Crusaders left, so we need to be aggressive. Okay, so here's probably Aurora's Trick. Okay, an Archon, that's fine. This gives us 7 damage. More maybe if we pull an event. Another Archer. And this, I don't think it makes sense to play it right now. Just keep it in my hand. And if he uses Aurora's Trick or something on one of my other creatures, then I can drop it. Because wherever I put it now, it would just die. If he doesn't have any land movement or trick, we'll just win now. Even with trick we win. Well, he could double land and just clear one of our creatures. Failed experiment, Lord Thief. Storm spawn. Okay. So he +1 Faeria, so he cannot make lands. Tail. This looks like it's game. Maybe he's picking up a Prophet. If he steps down, yeah, alright, that's game. GG, I think. Yeah. Whew. I was very nervous there in that start. Well played. Alright, playing against Mayhem again. Khalim in our starting hand looks good. I think I want to keep 1 Soul Drain. And we pick up Archer, this is really nice. Let's see if he's still playing this blue. Probably not with this opening, but I don't know. Alright, so next time we can explore Khalim and Archer. Alright, so this is probably not this blue list. Do I want to play Sagittarius instead? Probably not. I think I prefer the Archer. I'll set up Khalim to double harvest and the Archer to attack face, or maybe clear whatever he's playing. So if you play something like a Godrink, I can still clear it with the Archer with Soul Drain. If he plays Fire Elemental, I'll just clear it. I think we're in a good spot. He could play Air Elemental into haste, take out our Archer, or air elemental into choking signs. That would be bad. You could also play lake, water elemental. Alright, so he's playing yellow. And doesn't seem like he has the archer. Elemental. Never mind, he has elemental. Alright, well, we can still clear it with this. Okay, so he commits to a wind soldier. That's actually not bad for us. Because we'll take out the 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. So if we don't draw, we can actually play all these cards now, and I think that would be really good. We definitely need to kill the elemental. Then we could play... Yeah, we could play Sagittarius in front of our orb and have the archer farther to the left to allow the archer to do nice trades without dying if we pick up events to this. Yeah, I think I like this play. Right now it feels like we're in a very good spot. He can still be good like Doomsday, which would be probably really good for him because we have no cards and he already has his lands. He could also play some haste creature into Prayer and Last Nightmare. Goes to 6. Alright, so another wind soldier to clear this. If he doesn't follow this up with something into Prayer, I'm absolutely fine with this. Alright, a demon. It's really no problem. We can block it with the follower. And we can establish an aggressive charger now. Yeah, this looks like we got this game, I feel. It will still hurt a lot if he picks up Doomsday. But now at least we have a forward desert, so we could still... And he would lose a lot of health using Doomsday. Follower into Prayer. Monk. Okay, can clear the... Alright, this is actually starting to be a lot of damage. Outland Ranger. I think I want to draw. Just another Soul Drain would be nice. Last Nightmare, that's also good. So we can kill everything except the monk. And we'll put down a lot of damage to him. And we can again use... Yeah, then we use the follower. Yeah, I think this is good. We can clear this, attack his follower, and then we play our own follower where his follower is standing. Because then that way the monk will die next turn to our archer if he attacks face with it. I like that. We also deny him to create a desert on the other side. I don't think he's really interested in that right now anyway. But this is good because he can't attack with 2 haste creatures unless he also kills the follower. Soul Drain. Okay, so it does kill it. Wow, he's trying a lot of monks. Alright, we have 2 events. And we pick up a follower. So we have lethal here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Alright, GG. just because we can. GG. Rank 2. Almost there. Alright, so we got Khalim. That's really good. We're second also, which is great. I don't want to keep the Nightmare, and no, don't want to keep the Ranger either. So being second with Khalim feels so good because we can put it in a double Sovereign is not the best. We can put it in a double Harvest, or we can put it like in front. Alright, so playing against red. Now depending on what is, if he's dropping green like a forest now, I will put my Khalim forward. Yeah, so I feel like this is a matchup that I'm really... Oh, this is a great pickup with the Fanatic. So I could go to the side and then Flash Wind to hit face. But no, I think I need to just go aggressive, get my lands a little bit aggressive also, set up early. Because the longer this game goes, I think I'm gonna just have a harder time. So this way, if I pull some chargers or so, I already have kind of decent land to apply pressure. Red-green is really strong against me. So you could play Wood Elemental. But I have my double Soul Drain. Oh, double Flame Burst. Ouch. That hurts, but at least he paid 6 Faeria and 2 cards. Prayer. Alright, well, let's draw. Ah, another Soul Drain. This is bad. But if our Fanatic will survive, even if he plays Wood Elemental now, I can just drain it. But he probably has Ciphers. Yeah. Does he also have a Wood Elemental and start harvesting? Because then we're really in trouble. Or just Sagami. Please don't play a creature. We need to draw some creatures. Alright, so he's 2 turn away from Crackthorn. Archer is nice. Sagittarius is nice. I want to put the Archer in the back and Sagittarius in the front. Because if he now plays Wood Elemental or so, I can just drain it and step to the side. And my Archer, which is the main damage dealer, at least in this situation, will be safe far in the back. But he could also just Cyphers Wrath it. That would be pretty bad. Okay, so there's the Wood Elemental. Will he buff it? This land is great for me because I can step on it. Picking up a Wind Soldier. I think the double drain is the better choice here. Let's first see what we draw with the Prayer. Outland Ranger, that's pretty perfect because we can play it this turn. Let's set up some neutral lands. Maybe I should have actually built those lands differently. Let's see, he can play the Beast now. He deals 4 damage, we have 2, 5, 7 and our face. Yeah, he would have to be really lucky to clear the 2 creatures. He could also just play Ground Shaker. I would be fine with him playing Ground Shaker though, with the Wind Soldier and Campfire and Soul Drain in hand. Would be pretty easy to take care of. Alright, so it's a Crackthorn Beast, let's see. Oh wow, that was really unlucky for him. And really good for us. Okay, so I have 4. Can gain 1 more by attacking face. That's 5, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I want to play the archer and I want to play the wind soldier. So if I just trade my ranger into the 7/7, it goes to 4 health. I can make a desert there, play wind soldier, take it down to 1, kill it with the saggy, and then I play the archer on the spot so it can hit face next turn. I think that's the best play. I mean, I have so many different ways of clearing this. Could also campfire, but I think getting the other archer down is going to be really good. Yeah, I think this is a really good way. He's going to be on only 3 Faeria. Could play derelict towers. Even an axe grinder, but I do have the soul drain. Looks like he wants to clear the Sagittarius, yeah. I'm actually really happy with that. The Faeria is not so important right now. Let's draw. Okay, so we have good ways of dealing with whatever he plays. I think I want to play a campfire now, just to take this out of ground shaker range and also derelict tower. Plus, of course, we get some nice damage. Alright, drawing a Crusader now would be really good. You can +1 Crackthorn, you can play ground shaker. As long as it doesn't kill my creatures, I think I'm happy with whatever. He would have to be really lucky with a beast again if he would clear both our creatures. Alright, ground shaker. Let's see what we draw. Okay, we pick up a Crusader, that is very good. 4, 5, 6, 7. If I soul drain, the ground shaker goes to 4, my 1 archer goes to 3 attack. Then I can flash wind in. And kill it, and I play Crusader. Let's draw first. Last Nightmare, I don't need to use it here, because I would much rather play the Crusader. So also Wind Soldier and Flash Wind and save the Soul Drain. Yeah, this is the best, I think. Get 1 more hit also to buff the Crusader. That should be game. Wow, he removed all our creatures early. Still we managed. Alright, GG. Alright, so next turn we can play Sagittarius and Archer, which should be really nice. Can put the archer in front of the orb to push some extra damage. Oh, well, he's playing red-blue, then I want to put the Sagittarius in the middle instead. Just so in case he has Cypher's Wrath. No, do I play Explore? Yeah, I think I play Explore. So, the reason why I put the archer on the right side and Sagittarius in the middle now is just, if he has Cypher's Wrath, I'll still be able to play Khalim's Prayer. There's a lot of area. Okay, so both of our creatures will survive. It's very good. And he doesn't play anything. Pick up another Sagittarius. I think I'll just play it for that extra Faeria. Gonna step up with my archer, so my archer can deal with whatever he summons to harvest. Prayer. Ah! This is too many archers. You don't really want to draw 4 archers as your first creatures. So I won't even bother to create another land to play this Sagittarius. I don't think. Oh, okay, so this might be... Yeah, this looks a lot like it's a Lord of Terror deck. That's a little bit scary actually, if we don't draw. Okay, so he might be taking out. Okay, so I will play the Sagittarius after all. But that was one less flame burst to face, that is good. Oh, this storm spawn actually poses a big threat for us right now. Can't really... I don't even think I want to clear it. Picking up a Crusader, that's not bad. Hopefully our archers will survive a little bit longer to make the Crusader bigger. But as long as this storm spawn is alive, he's not going to be able to, at least for a while, afford multiple Lord of Terrors into famine or something like that. He probably runs Plague Bearers. +1. Hellfire. Oh, okay, well, we were lucky that the only creature we really care about here also survived. Oh, well, we did pick up a Flash Wind, so wouldn't have mattered that much. Although it's of course much better to save the Flash Wind for better use. Okay, well, he already used 1 Hellfire and the Flame Burst, and we still have 17 life and a Soul Drain. So if he doesn't kill this Sagittarius now, we're in a really good spot. Last Nightmare. I do want to save this for the Lord of Terror. So next turn I could play a Crusader. Could even attack with the Wind Soldier first and then play the Crusader just to have it slightly bigger. Or both if you use the Flash Wind. Failed experiment. Okay, Storm Spawn. That's fine. He doesn't have many cards. It's kind of unlucky to not pick up his Lord of Terrors yet. Okay. So I can Soul Drain this 1/1. I waste 1 heal. But I mean, I get 1 Faeria back, and I could also attack with double Wind Soldier then. I think I need to just apply a lot of pressure now with my Crusader before he finds his Lord of Terrors. Yeah. We're threatening lethal this way. I think I want to step away from his Storm Spawn. Don't want him to be able to suicide his Storm Spawn and damage my Crusader enough so that he can maybe nuke it down with a Hellfire or so. He could attack the what's it called? Origin Fanatic. And Plague Bearer. Failed Experiment Plague Bearer. To gain a lot of Faeria back. But even if he plays a Lord of Terror now, I'll just Nightmare it. Okay, so he's drawing. Windfall. I think we're winning. Even if he drops 2 creature, we can Flash Wind. Famine. Into Famine. Alright, he's pretty unlucky with his card draw. Hellfire. That should be game. He only has 1 card. GG. 1 more win to go. Alright, so this might be our last game. We're up against Crappity. Good luck, have fun. Don't want to keep Nightmare, don't want to keep Soul Drain. Don't think I want to keep Charger either. Alright, so this is much better. So, yeah, sometimes I'm starting without any creatures, and that's always a bit awkward. So, sometimes I want to keep the Charger, but this was the right choice. Alright, so this might be another red-green, which would mean we have to be a little bit aggressive, but we have a pretty good hand for being aggressive. Eridon, okay, so this is not a meta deck. This is interesting. This might be mono green. So let's just set up a Charger and an Archer. I'm not really afraid here to play anything. If he's playing mono green, he doesn't have any AoE. I don't need to play the Sagittarius here because I can just play it next turn before I attack. Alright, so still no mountains. This feels really good. We can double harvest, drop the Saggy. So we collect some Faeria by just attacking as well. I like that. I don't think there is any reason to play the Ranger here. Sometimes I like to play the Ranger to just buff the Archer early, so the longer it stays alive, the more damage it makes. But since we have the Charger on the board, I would rather save that event for a time when I can also use the Charger. Well, let's see what we draw. Prayer. Okay, well this is perfect. We can clear and attack face. So I Soul Drain, Campfire. Was this a mistake? Maybe I should have attacked first to get the prayer buff. So now we have to buff the Archer, I feel. And Soul Drain the Eridon. We could even kill it with our Sagittarius. Let's first see what we draw. If we draw something that needs to go in a desert. Okay, yeah, I think I would rather play the Charger here. Because killing Eridon is also kind of good for him. Depending, of course, what he draws. Like, high health taunts can be really annoying. I think this is better. So next turn we can deal 3 for 5 even without event, unless he puts down a wood elemental or something. Alright, so he's clearing and killing his creature, that's fine. Archer. Flash Wind is good, can push a lot of damage. It's important that we first use Flash Wind, otherwise we can't attack with the archer. Because we would block it after using Flash Wind. And then we just play the archer, I guess. Yeah. So all of his creatures will be buffed now. Let's see. We could embrace. He could also teleport down and embrace, but I think it's much more important. Oh, that's a big golem. Uh-oh. But we have a lot of damage on him already. And a lot of Faeria. We can destroy cards. Last Nightmare is really good. Pushing 3 more damage. Then we can step up with the archer. Alright, I don't think there is so much he can do here. He could maybe feed, collect, feed. Oh, there's a Grove Guardian. It's a little bit annoying, but okay, let's draw first. Khalim. We play Khalim. If we soul drain, yeah. Let's step down with the Sagi in case it teleports. We'll be able to. So he could now teleport the taunt, kill Khalim. He'll be on 4 health. Wind Soldier would be good. Although he's almost dead, so Wind Soldier could also just be lethal maybe. We'll see what happens. Oh, he can kill first and then teleport. 4, 3. Destroying a card. Could play a wood elemental. Yeah, so 4/5 elemental. Alright, we pick up a Wind Soldier, that's lethal. Make a desert for our follower. GG, Godrank, finally. Took kind of long this season, didn't have so much time to play. J0k3se. Alright, so that's my yellow archers deck. Alright, so that was my yellow archer deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, give a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps me stay motivated to create more content. Alright, have a good night.